course, Bart, if you know, you know. Antoine's restaurant is a pillar of fine dining in the French Quarter and the inventor of a famous oyster dish.
Hi, I'm Kevin Belton, the resident chef at WWL. Antoine's was founded back in 1840 by Antoine Alciator, and it was actually his son Jules in 1889 that came up with Oysters Rockefeller. Basically, you know, our French heritage, we served escargot a lot. Well, the snails became in short supply. So Jules was needing something different to serve. So we had oysters. At the time, John D. Rockefeller was one of the wealthiest men in America. So this dish is so rich that he named it Oysters Rockefeller after Mr. Rockefeller. There's talk of the recipe containing spinach, there's talk of the recipe containing parsley, but picture an herbiness to the oysters that complement it, but don't cover it up. If you've never had Oysters Rockefeller, it's a really, really rich dish. It's unique to our city because, hey, it was invented at the oldest continuously family-owned restaurant in the United States. The herbiness complements the flavor of the oysters. That's one of the secrets of cooking, is the fact that you don't want flavors to cover each other up. Well, here, the herbiness, the parsley, spinach, onions, they all complement, and that butter and garlic all complement the flavor of the oyster without overpowering it and covering it up. You know, I got to be good friends with Miss Yvonne Blunt, who was the great-granddaughter of Antoine Alciator. And she told me a story about when she was dating her husband. He's like, do you think I might get the recipe? She says, well, it's something I'll have to think about. After they got married, she's like, you think I can get the recipe? She's like, I don't know, maybe next year. And every year he would ask her for the recipe and he never got it. I've heard people say that Jules was the only one that knew the true recipe, that everybody else is doing some type of version of his, that he took the recipe to the grave. I have a feeling Miss Yvonne might have known the recipe from her dad, and just that, you know, she kept it going, you know? And as long as somebody keeps it going, that's the most important thing. So as long as it's in the family, and that's one of the best things you can do for your family is pass on your recipes. Think about New Orleans and think about South Louisiana. We developed such a great cuisine that came from different ethnicities, that everybody coming together to create a cuisine. And the foundation for Louisiana cooking is so good and so strong that folks can change it up and add to it, but that base foundation is always there. And I tell you what, when you cook good food, it's good food.